guys, welcome to Game Dames Vidcast. I'm Cindy and today I'm discussing Mass Effect 3 from the E3 conference and talking about the demos they presented there. And before that, I'd like to thank the guy with the lighter for giving us feedback and for submitting a video. Your feedback, you said that you like the idea of me talking about things that I didn't like in video games. And at the time, there wasn't much of anything I could think of. Right now, something's come up with me playing Mass Effect 2 all over again and looking at the Mass Effect 3 preview from the E3 presentations. And basically, the beef is armor choices. In Dragon Age 2, the thing with the companion armors, the fact that you can't change them, I didn't really bother me because it's in the universe that Thedas is. It's a fantasy place. You're not going out in space, you know, you're just battling dragons and all that, whatever. It all kind of made sense. It was fine. Miss Pirate there, I forget her name right now. You know, she's whatever, she's a stealth character. She really doesn't need all that plating and armor and stuff. So whatever, it's fine. However, in Mass Effect 2, they are, you know, characters are going out into space, into planet exploration, and they don't have an envirosuit on, they don't have a helmet on, and it just drives me insane because it doesn't make sense. And in Mass Effect 1, it was established that when you get out of the ship and you go exploring where there's toxins in the atmosphere and acid spewing everywhere that are extreme temperatures, that you would have some sort of suit on, like a helmet and everything. And that suit also served as a combat armor as well. So there was kind of a 2-in-1 deal. Mass Effect 2, a lot of that aspect was taken out. And companion armor was just kind of like clothing / armor, which I guess is fine, but I didn't think it was all that successful for a sci-fi MMO, where a lot of the lore has already been established. If you read the books, they talk a lot about the envirosuits and the plating that's on it and the functions that it has, and the fact that your squad mates can't use it I don't know, drives me nuts to me. So, but I'll talk a little bit more about that later. So thanks a lot, the guy with the lighter. Your personal thing that drives you crazy in video game was uncontrollable glitches, and you gave us a video about Final Fantasy XIV to illustrate that, which I am linking. So guys, go check out the guy with the lighter's video. Thank you so much for your feedback. Alright, on with the main topic. So Mass Effect 3, I thought the trailer was really good. I mean, it's really well done. It's really well made. It showcases all of the, not all, but it showcases a lot of the combat moves, and you know, the fact that they've really polished the shooter aspect and all the massive explosions. I mean, it's very impressive in that sense. However, they really didn't give a whole lot of focus on story or anything like that. Leela on the Game Dames podcast had a very good point, saying that she thought it should have been more like a movie preview, because you know, Mass Effect is a cinematic experience. It's a video game, yes, but it's visceral, and the way that you go through the story, it's a lot like watching a movie or TV show, or you know, something like that. And it would have been really nice if that was the touch that they would have given for the trailer. So maybe they'll have another trailer that's more story intensive, that focuses on the character more. There wasn't that many character reveals or anything like that happening. So, you know, we got to see Mordin, we got to see, we didn't get to see Rex, we got to see Mordin, we got to see Captain Anderson, 5 seconds of Ashley, like I said, Liara, Garrus, you know, all these guys. So that was kind of nice, but I would have liked to see, you know, a presentation of who they were. In the demos, they did show a little bit of character customization, the powers and all that, and how that's going to work, which looks pretty good. And what else am I talking about? The trailer. So yeah, the trailer was very emphasizing on the pew pew and the combat and the big bombs and all that. So, which is okay. What I really enjoyed more though than the official trailer was the live action trailer of Mass Effect 3, where you have like real actors in like I don't know where they shot it, but in a place that looked kind of, you know, not bombarded, but, you know, they showed a region that looked kind of, I don't know, factory-like, whatever. And then there's these big reapers coming through the sky and just freaking everybody out, and everyone's running around, and I thought that was really, really cool. And it was, you know, it's realistic. It's kind of gave you a bit that sense of awe and impending doom. So I really enjoyed that. A bit more than the official trailer, to be honest. I thought that was so cool that they, you know, they took the time to do that, to present it. What else did I like? Well, since we were talking about the combat, I really enjoyed that the cover aspect has been improved quite a bit. So in Mass Effect 2, you could, you know, huddle behind a crate and stuff like that. You can do that in Mass Effect 1, but it's not, you're not actually leaning against a wall or against the crate when you're crouching. You're just kind of crouching. And but in Mass Effect 2, that's been improved. Mass Effect 3, it's even worse, even better improved. By worse, I mean better. Anyway, and you can roll out of cover. That's so cool. And I really enjoyed, you know, the fluidity of the combat, how fast it was. Some people were saying the animation was too fast. I don't know. I kind of thought it was neat, and Shepard does move fast anyway, because Mass Effect 2, you got all these cybernetic implants, maybe. Maybe that's why, I don't know. But also, I like the Omni Blade. You know, yes, it's very Halo-ish, sure, but I thought it was cool. The Omni tool has been done in all 3 games, and it's kind of your technical device. I mean, it dispenses Medigel, it opens, you can hack into computers with it, and you can do all that kind of technical stuff. And now it's also, you know, good for combat. So you can sneak behind a foe and just, you know, stab them with this kind of switchblade thing that comes out of your Omni tool. Basically looks like the thing in Halo. That's what it looks like. And so I thought that was really neat. And I'm very excited to play with that. Kasumi has, the DLC character has a move sort of like that, where she cloaks herself and then she disappears and goes behind an enemy and just stabs them. I don't know if she's stabbing them or if she's punching them. I was trying to figure that out. Maybe she is stabbing them with their own Omni tool. I don't know. I didn't think they had Omni tools in Mass Effect 2, but there you go. But she does do that, and I always thought that was really cool. So now we get to do that at Shepard as well. Awesome. So, and that's basically my thoughts on the combat. Looks very, very exciting, very different from, you know, if you look to Mass Effect 1, I mean, that's a huge progression right there. So, and they didn't show too much about the story. Again, they showed the Krogan princess, who's not really a princess, I guess. Oh, I'm talking about spoilers. I wasn't supposed to bring spoilers. I'm sorry. And we saw Mordin, like I said, and it was nice to see that the companions haven't changed all too much, at least the ones that we've seen. However, you know, a lot of this footage is pretty early, so I think, yeah, there's still 10 months to the game, so there's a lot of things that are probably going to change, which is probably why we didn't get to see too much of the game. There's probably a lot of that stuff that's going to change. I know there's one shot I seen of Shepard. He's walking into the Normandy to talk to people, and he's still wearing his Cerberus uniform. Just you know, casual wear, and I don't think that's going to be in the final game. So I think that was just you know, placeholder how it was from Mass Effect 2. So I think there's a lot of stuff they still need to change before we get to a launch. So I'm thinking that's a reason why we got so much focus on a few things and not more. There was one moment that they showed there story-wise that was really heart-wrenching. I'm not going to say what it was. And you could see the emotion on Shepard's face, and it was just brilliant. You know, I thought, wow, if this illustrates how the RPG and the story is going to be delivered in this game, it's going to be fantastic. So I was really happy to see that, and yeah, very excited about that aspect. Again, the things that worry me about it, or again, they showed Ashley for 5 seconds, and people were freaking out because all she's wearing is this really thin suit. It's not even really armor. You know, it looks a lot. If you've read the last comic, Retribution, Eva wears something very, very similar. It's just jacket and cloth. I mean, there's no armor there. and they don't pretend to be. And I guess the reason, it's still the same reason from Mass Effect 2 that they're giving us, is that, she's using shields, a lot of shields. Even Shepard uses a lot of shields. Yeah, but Shepard uses shields and like some badass armor. So why is Ashley not in it? And maybe she is. Maybe there is more to this story, and you will be able to put her into different outfits and all that. And same with everybody. The thing that shocked me is the picture that we got of Kaidan as well. Ashley and Kaidan are kind of like mirror images of each other, because you have in Mass Effect 1 you have to pick which one dies and then you keep the other one. So they're kind of play off of each other's character, which is debatable whether that's a good idea. But anyway, Kaidan was shown in like this heavy blue armor. And he's a biotic, he's a sentinel. So I don't know what's going on there. I made no sense to me. I went on the forums and I had a whole bunch of people, giving me all kinds of theories and reasons why those things are happening. So, okay, I guess I'll roll with it for now, but I'm really, really hoping that there's more to this armor customization. I think Casey Hudson did say that there was going to be a lot more to in Mass Effect 3, but they've never given us any details, which is the main thing I was looking forward to at E3, and there was none of that. So I was kind of disappointed quite a bit, actually. The other thing they did show about customization were weapons. So they showed us, you can put different components like we could in Mass Effect 1, which was really, really great. It looked really spiffy the way they were doing it. So that's exciting. I hope that's the same is true for armor, and that armor doesn't just get different looks and different weights. Like I want light, medium, and heavy as well. At least in look, if not, for real. And and also better stats. I mean, if the combat is going to be more challenging, as it seems it's going to be, I would hope that the armor also has a bit more, stats that augment certain classes' abilities, like soldier and sentinel and whatever. And this whole like everything does all kind of thing is a good concept. Like, it's a good idea, but it doesn't always work. And in Mass Effect 2, it worked, but it didn't. It lacked focus, I think. So hopefully in Mass Effect 3 we'll see a lot more of that RPG-ness, I guess. And what else was I gonna say about Mass Effect 2? This was a big reveal. There was some major spoilers, and that I'm not going to talk about in this video, but my next one on Game Latte, I'm going to be focusing on Cerberus. I just want to address one thing about it that was also driving me crazy. And yeah, and that's about it. I basically really enjoyed the Mass Effect 3 at E3. I didn't really pay attention to other things happening at E3 other than Final Fantasy 13-2, which I am looking forward to, Return of the Puzzles and all that. Yes, fantastic. Yeah, that's about all I've seen, I think. Unfortunately, I was sleeping through most of E3 because I was working a lot, and I've got all these days off. So, but also I'm finishing Mass Effect 2, and you should look forward to a review on the Shadow Broker DLC, Overlord, and Arrival. I want to do those three together because they all kind of fit into what's coming in Mass Effect 3, I think, from what I've heard anyway. And yeah, it's going to be, there's a lot of speculation going on. I think there's going to be a lot of cool things happening with this game. So very much looking forward to it. So give me your feedback. Let me know what you thought of this video. And thank you very much again for people who commented and sent me feedback on the last one. Alright, catch you later. Thank you very much. Bye.